work in the Directorate General for Economic and Financial Affairs as an economist. I work on fiscal policy, so specifically on budgetary surveillance, and mainly on the implementation of the Stability and Growth Pact.
I did commercial engineering and then afterwards a PhD in economics. After the PhD I started teaching, first at the University of Amsterdam. Then I switched to research at the National Bank of Belgium.
In my job we need many skills actually, economic expertise to work on public finances. We need a lot of legal thinking because we are applying law and sometimes we also have to make law. We need of course a lot of political awareness.
The European aspect in particular interested me a lot. First of all because as an economist you can't really get around the international aspect, and for European economies who mainly trade and produce and integrate with each other, that means that there is naturally a very strong European dimension. What fascinates me most on a day-to-day basis is that I'm not only learning through my work and through the challenges that are brought up, but I'm learning through the interaction with people, with interesting and really knowledgeable people.
We work primarily in English, but we can also happen to work in French, and in the corridors for sure you will hear tons of other languages, Spanish, Italian.
Living in Brussels is really fun, so I think it's a really good-sized town to be living in. It's big enough that there's a lot to do, both culturally but also restaurants, bars.
I really love working in Brussels and living in Brussels. I think it's a fantastic place. I think it's a very open and free-minded and a modern city.
The fact that there's so many people working for the institutions but also in jobs related to them means that it's a very international city.
I think working here is a really fascinating and really stimulating thing to do. On a personal level, it's very rewarding because you get to meet fantastic people from all over the world. And I think you can contribute to something that ultimately touches upon all our lives here in Europe.